Carson, I'm just as glad to meet with you as you're glad to meet with me.
If you want to live, be the best you get out of here. Well, you gonna die, law dog.
Catches. They'll hang me for sure, and you have another owner.
Gentlemen, hold it right there.
Jed, thank you for giving me refuge in your town. I settled up with Carson, and when one outlaw calls the other a law dog, well, that's just work for the grave digger. But when the real law dogs found the body, I had to outride them. Thanks to you, I got refuge.
We have to take a stand. We can't let people like Ringo and other outlaws just come in here and play havoc with settlers and kill people, just take over the town. We got to do something about it. We got to do something about it now.
Chad, I just don't feel that Ringo Charlie's involved in any of this. He was at the execution of Mr. Beckham. There's no evidence pointing his way. No, it's just some other party. And what I'm saying is these outlaws, they're organizing. Like some gunfighter comes out to the frontier. He's fighting with a gun. He wants to organize his own gang. That's what we're faced with. But I feel that we can deal with it. I feel we've got to play their hand. What I'm saying is lay back. Let them come to us and just take them, one by one.
We got to do something about it. We got to do something about it now.
And I'm looking forward to killing you.
It's a shame that this comes to a duel to death. It's your decision, not mine. And I say that you're digging that grave, what you think is for me, but I'm afraid that it's going to be for you.
Go for your gun or die.
There's never a good day for killing. Yet. It's your ideal.
We better kill this man while we can.
Stand in your way. But you go ahead and string him up.
Deal your hand.
We'd better kill this man while we can.
It's a shame that men must die by guns. I learned to use a gun to keep from dying from one.
I don't want to kill this man. There might be a bounty to collect on him.
You know, the railroad sent a bunch of surveyors in here a few months back, and the nesters in here, the outlaws, run them off.
I feel that this man that was digging that grave, he was a hired killer, not a bounty killer. If he was a bounty killer, he would have had to take the body back. Being a hired gun, if there been any question of my death, all he would have had to done is brought the man back that hired him to dig up my grave.
You know, this town started out as a rest stop for the Wells Fargo stage line. Since then, we've developed general stores and all these places for people to come in and get their goods and trade their goods. They raise vegetables and come in and trade them for other things like eggs and different things. So we just need to keep the outlaws and the bad guys out of here till we can develop it better.
Jed, if you can give me 3 squares meals a day, if I'd stabling for my horse, and give me bullets for my gun when I use them up, that'll be enough salary for me. It's better than what I've got it right now, and better than what I've had it.
That stranger that come in here from out of town that killed those 5 men, how do we know he didn't do that on revenge? He may come in here and kill us all.
If we don't stop this sheriff now, we'll never stop him.
The way I hear it, he's got 8 dead men to his credit. He ain't no lawman. He's a killer. So why don't we just treat him like one?
People around here have nowhere in the world to go. They got 2 choices. They can die by the outlaw's gun, or they can die in the wilderness.
Yeah, that is hard because you stop to think about it. They load up and hitch up the horses, and the horses got to have water.
That's right.
And if they can't find water along the trail, well, they just die of thirst, and they're just open prey for the outlaw gang. I just feel that their best chance is to stay here.
That's right.
Yeah, them Carter twins there kill him for a bottle of liquor.
I knew it was going to come down to this. You know, I heard you done this gunfighter. They didn't even give it first try. I heard that he mouthed off to you.
He didn't gun it. He was carrying a gun. I was just faster than him. I gave him first chance. He wasn't fast enough. I mean, if I hadn't have got him, he'd have got a bunch of others, so he had to be dealt with. As long as I said, I ain't gonna shoot a man down without a gun, but he had the gun and he had a chance to use it, and he did.
Well, what it is, I've heard about this man before. He goes into these saloons, he picks gunfights. Probably don't know the time he'll win, and then comes up out crying how the mark of a gunfighter haunts him. I tell you, I don't buy this stuff. Do you?
No. I don't buy it, and I'm not going won't give nobody a chance to gun me down if I can get them first. And that was the situation with this guy. I let him get me and other people. I don't care how much he cried about it. He got it. He ain't gonna cry no more.
Well, I think if you hadn't got him, there'd been plenty of widows that would have been crying. So really, the lawman's just not an easy job.
That's right.
Go for your gun, Sheriff, or die.
What are you going to do about this outlaw gang?
Well, if I draw all the cattlemen and ranchers into town, it just leaves the ranches open for these mobsters and gangs to come in and take what they want, set the ranches on fire, and they got to have some protection if we bring them all in here. They can't all come in. Some's got to stay behind and look after the place.
Yes, we've got a good little settlement here, and I'm really looking forward to it developing into a town. Now, I just don't think that Ringo Charlie, I don't think he's responsible for any of these killings around here, any of these gang raids. Now, we go back and we look at his life. His family was killed by the tribe, who was raised by the Comanches. And being a white man, he was sent to white man school. He was highly educated. Then rather than be an engineer, he went back to help his people. What I'm saying is we might be invaded by other outlaw gangs, but I just don't think Ringo Charlie, I just do not feel that he'll bother us. I mean, what I'm saying, when he killed these men in the agency, well, they was cutting off the supplies, and he had the authority. The educators, the people that educated him in school, well, they had investigated, and men that were responsible, well, they just stopped the investigation. They turned him loose because it could have went further. It could have been more people involved, and Ringo Charlie, he got out of it. Yes, he got out of it.
problem?
I want you to stay away from my girl.
She's mine. I take what I want.
I'm not gonna tell you again, you young punk.
One thing I am not gonna stand for is somebody messing with my woman. I'm gonna give you a chance to go for your gun or die. Yeah, you...
Just like myself, I mean, I started off as a dry goods salesman, and I still own the store. But my family, I mean, they're politicians. And really, when this settlement develops into a town, I'm hoping to run for mayor, and I plan to win. Down the road, it could lead to something else, but I'm a firm believer in taking one step at a time. You know, we got good farmland out here, and it's a good place for a good settlement. Mercantile distributor, he's starting to make his rounds, and well, really, it's just rewarding to sit back as a citizen, a law-abiding citizen, and just watching things grow.
But there's still mobsters and gangs riding into town, and I'll deal with them too. You guys is gonna have to back me up. We gotta get rid of them. You don't never know how many they are till they get in here. So we gotta have enough men and be prepared to take them out.
That's right, we will take a stand. We're not gonna sit back and let these outlaw gangs invade us. I mean, what I'm saying to farmers, work hard in the fields, raise the food, raise supplies that we can trade at the trading post, and raise them to, sell to the mercantile distributor. They have to make money that way. And everything's got to be organized. No, we're not going to stand for it. And I do feel you will have the support that you need. I want to thank you for stopping these lawmen when they crossed the state line. Did harm me for sure. I owe you my life for that.
A lot of fence mending around here that needs to be done. We got wood to be chopped and several little odds and ends around here, maybe making a little hay.
Well, Frank, I'm willing to earn my keep for what time I'm here, and I owe you my life. Stopping that sheriff's posse, but they'd harm me for sure. And they did cross the state line. But I just want you to know, Frank, that I'm not trying to trade work for your gun. I know you're a married man now, and we don't know who's behind this gang. It's just too organized. They're hiring bounty killers, hired guns, and then they plan to take control over the town.
They're robbers and killers. All they've ever done is use a 6-gun, and I'm ready to show them who the boss is.
Well, they can definitely shoot 6 guns. I don't know whether they can shoot them as good as we can or not, and you might get a chance to deal with them. I'm hoping it don't come down to it, but you might get a chance to deal with them. It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Hollister. Frank and I, we was an outlaw gang together until we saw the error of our ways. And on this state line is where we're not wanted, and I know that Frank was able to start a new life for himself, and I hope to do the same. I didn't come here to recruit your husband's gun, but to warn you of the danger.
The thoughts that I had of you was wrong. That's one reason I'm going to have to ask you to leave. My place is here with Mr. Hollister.
That was years ago. I feel we should keep it in the past. I need to be getting back.
That right away, we're in big trouble.
If we don't, we're going through anyway.
If we have to, we will.
Well, I'm going to work on getting you that right away for those water rights. You've got to have water for your sheep. And the cattlemen got no right to block the dam or the river. So in the meantime, I'll take care of it all. Don't worry. Just because there's a bounty out on this gunman Lewis, there's no proof that he's violated the law. All those gunfights could have been in self-defense. So and you people could be facing criminal charges. If you pay out this illegal bounty and he's found not guilty, you could be held liable. All right, I warned all of you. You could be ordering your own hang rope.
Never know how many they are till they get in here. So we got to have enough men and be prepared to take them out.
It's possible that these men in this last gunfight were out for the bounty. Very possible. Jed, you know that I am the outlaw William Cain. Yet, I've gone under the name Lewis. And there's a United States Marshal that's looking for me under that name. I just feel that somebody put out a bounty on me, and when this Marshal finds these dead bodies, he's gonna come at me. He don't travel with a posse. And when he gets out of his jurisdiction, he'll put that badge in his saddlebag and become a law-abiding citizen out for justice. He just blew up a dam, dynamited it, to open up the water rights for the sheep men. The cattle men, they control it. I just fear this Marshal, he'll be coming at me. It might be good for the town, but it'll be bad for me. And it could be easier for us because I feel the bounty killers and even the hired guns might be coming at me. And if they do, if we can put a stop to them, that's just less guns that our citizens have to face, if it comes down to it. Well, we'll do what we can. I don't really know what we can do, but we'll try to put a stop to it. Well, our sheriff and other people that stand up to protect the law, they would be open prey because they're just outnumbered. So what I would encourage every one of you, just stand behind our town officials. Stand behind our law enforcement men. It's going to be up to you. I don't really know just what it's going to take or what we're going to have to do, but it's going to be up to not only you, each and every one of us. What I'm saying is, if we're willing to fight, and we let these cold-blooded killers, the outlaw gangs, or whatever know that we're willing to fight, it could actually prevent a fight. And just like running in open space, what I'm saying, you're just open prey for ambush or whatever. You're open prey. I mean, your wagon breaks down, or your horses, they're gonna need water. Will there be enough water holes available to keep your horse from dying of thirst? Now you got to think about that, and I would encourage each and every one to make this stand and stay right here. Let's let all of us stand together.
I got kinfolk in the grave because of you.
You've killed too many people in this town. I want you out of this town right now.
You men keep those guns in your holsters. Get his body and get out of here.
You know, the railroad sent a bunch of surveyors in here a few months back, and the nesters in here, the outlaws, run them off. They'll be back in here, and we gotta make it safe for them. Because we need that railroad in here. We need those guys in here to survey and get that railroad as close to this town, if not right through the middle of it. And we gotta keep the outlaws out of here. They don't want the railroad. The railroad comes through, and they won't be able to do their dirty work.
Jed, what I'm saying, I think it's somebody behind this, somebody organized. It's not like a regular outlaw gang riding in, shooting up the town. These are gunfighters, bounty killers. They're trying to take out you, me, and all the top guns. Well, see, it's somebody's wanting to take over the town. I mean, why kill the storekeeper and other merchants when you can control them, take over the town, take so much of the profit, take so much of their goods? You allow them to pay the merchant or the stripper and allow them to make a living. What I'm saying is somebody that's wanting to take control. This is a different type of terror.
We got to get rid of those outlaws before the survey people come back.
Hey, Chip, open up. Ah, there you are, young fella.
Hi. What do you want?
Good morning to you, my boy. May I come in?
What do you want? Some more dirt?
Oh, no, I mean, yes. In a way, well, I suppose I do. Well, may I?
Come
in. You see, I thought I might stay. Here. Yep, and settle down in Westland. And so, I took a look around, and I saw this nice little house of yours. Hey, you are the owner of this place here, aren't you?
I sure am.
Ah, that's mighty fine. I like this house. I really do. It's light and airy, and there's no noise, and a fine little garden. I'm an old man now, and I'd like a bit of peace and quiet to end my days. You know what I mean, son? I was just saying as to how I'd like to buy this house. Yeah. Well, I could make you an offer of, I don't know, let's say, $5,000.
Now look, old man, I've seen you eat this dirt, making people think that it's gold. What you want to do is trick people into selling out their homes so they can buy land in your area, thinking it's gold, but it's not. You know the railroad's coming through here. This land will be valuable. Now, why don't you just take the young man's advice and just get on out of here? I mean, he don't want to sell.
Well now. Let's see. If I was really pressed.
Good morning, and how are you ladies today?
Ocean, you ain't brought more group. No, we can't pay to par. We're gonna keep going. How long can you keep it up?
Don't worry about that, ma'am. I've got plenty of vegetables from your garden, and really, this is the least that I can do. Hello, gentlemen. How are you today? I just stopped by to inform you that the mercantile distributor will be here next week. Now, his last request was, he said he needed plenty of molasses and sweet potatoes for the shipment in West Virginia. Now, you've got a list of all the plantation owners. And I just figured you need to check with them and see what they come up with. I mean, if we can't ship these products, the people in that area in West Virginia, other place, they can buy from local farmers. They might have to pay more, that's why we can ship it. We can ship more goods at a small price. But if we can't come up with it, where they'll buy from them, it's just going to hurt our business in itself, you know? You know what I mean? And you know, we need money to buy whatever we need to keep the settlement going. Well, good day to you, man. Well, yes, how can I help you, ma'am?
Mr. Kingman, I wish to order a coffin for my father, the best one you have.
Is it for your father? You get the very best casket. We would like to go out to your home place and pay our respects to your family. Is it okay?
Rest in peace.
I know who killed Mr. Mondier.
He's on a killing spree. And where is he going to stop? So you need to stop him.
Man, I've just brought in the man that killed Mr. Mondier. He's wounded, the doctor's taking care of him. He'll be transferred over here later. He's one of Quan Frail's men, so just keep him guarded. Look, I've got a meeting to attend, so I'll get back with you Ben later.
Yes. I've heard talk of them having a meeting tonight.
We need to take them out at that meeting. Every one of them.
I don't think it'd be a good thing to take them out of the meeting. I mean, it's dark. We don't lose any of our men by shooting each other by mistake.
If we don't stop them now, in time, they're going to outnumber us. Then we're not going to be able to stop them.
I feel that Quan Trail, he'll be coming after us. He'll be coming after that man in jail because nobody knows Quan Trail's true identity. Nobody knows which member of the gang is him. That's why he's been able to travel from state to state. That's why he's been able to avoid the hang rope. He knows if this man talks, his poster will be all over the country.
It's best you get out of the way.
Well, Ringo, you've gone bad. You had all the potential and you just threw it away. You've killed a lot of men and it's gonna have to stop.
I'm looking to kill you, gunfighter. You know those 3 guns of yours ain't gonna do a bit of good against me. It's 1-on-1. You gonna have to beat me to the draw, or you gonna die.
Well, I'm just wearing one gun today. The reason we're having this meeting is that I needed to tell you that Ringo Charlie, he went to the bad. A young man with all that potential hired his gun out to the man that we think is behind all this. Now, he bit the dust, but we might be able to handle it on our own. Jed, he's on the piano right now, but he's in charge of enforcing the law in this area, and I'm helping him. And if we can get to the bottom of it, maybe we can handle it, but if not, we'll keep you informed and we'll all stick together. Well, Jed, I just think that I know who the true killer is. It all came to me. It fits his style. I just feel that Quantrill is the man behind this. I didn't know it till that gunman that killed Mr. Mondier. Well, I remember him years ago. He worked for Quantrill. He hired me to kill a man. And when it came down to it, I just couldn't kill for money. I couldn't do it. So I left. What I'm saying is, I feel he's the man behind all this. This is a highly educated man. He went to the best of schools. Yet he's mean inside. He becomes what people want him to be. He could actually have multiple personalities. If people want a preacher, he's a preacher. If they want a sheriff, he's a sheriff. He's even presided as judge before, but it's a mean streak inside this man. This man is mean. He's not the way he is when he looks out front. He's just not what he appears to be.
They come in here trying to take over the town. I need you men as deputies. Support me. Can't do it by myself, too many of them.
Preacher, I'm not going to do your killing for you. As you can see, I'm not wearing a gun.
No, Big Jim.
stays inside for a week. And keep a hot towel around his neck at all times.
I know how to handle him, Doctor. I'm an expert.
Good day.
Good day, Doctor. Don't be silly. He said he was going to look for a preacher. Honest. Sonny, I don't know what's gotten into you. What have you got against him, huh?
I guess you've forgotten we made a deal. I made it, I thought, with a gentleman.
Yes, we had a deal. But I'm giving you your money back.
You dirty, no-good skunk! That's all you are! A monster! That's what you are! A heartless monster!
Ellis knows that I'm the outlaw William Cain, better known as Will. She's always been there for me time of need and sickness and whatever. Her husband died not too long after her son was born. And, well, she's been wanting to get married, and I feel that I should. But there are just things that are just going to have to be settled. Things are going to have to be taken care of. And Jed, I agreed to marry Alice. I mean, she was really angered when I shot Quantrell down. He actually had her believe that he was a preacher, a real preacher, that he was going to marry us. Now, this Marshall that's been chasing me, I agreed to meet him. If it's going to be any life, Alice and myself, well, I'm going to have to meet this Marshall, and I hope that he can be settled in a peaceful way. And regardless of the outcome, there'd be no life for Alice and myself if, well, things are not put in place. So I'll be on my way to meet him, and I hope things work out for the best. Marshal, I am the outlaw, Will Cain. I've gone under the name Lewis and a lot of names in order to survive. Now I made it across the state line, and I want to make a new life for myself. I'm not wanted there. And I came here just to have a talk with you, hoping that we can settle things. What it all amounts to is that Quantrell caught up with me before you caught up with him.
I was hoping you'd say that. You killed a lot of men, and there's only one way out.
Marshal, I have killed a lot of men. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I am not wanted on that side of the state line. I know that when you're after a killer, you'll put that badge in your saddlebag and you'll go across the state line after him. you become a law-abiding citizen out for justice. Yet I want to be a law-abiding citizen. Thank you, Marshal. I wish you the very best of luck.